Hey, MellowVision here on the streets of downtown Everett. Hey, you know, in Everett there's a lot of entertainment opportunities, from your big box arenas to the small bars and clubs right here on Hewitt Avenue. Tonight we're headed over to the Black Lab Gallery, where we're going to be checking out a couple of bands. Up next is Youth Du Choir, one of my favorite Seattle-based dreamy garage rock and roll bands. Let's check them out. Yeah, guess what, Max? I didn't have to fucking memorize it.
Right, magnificent.
Hello, YouTube. We're here at Fisherman's Village 2023, and I'm here with Riley from Youth Du Choir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us here on the program. And, you know, right off the bat, I just want to ask, how are you feeling about Everett these days?
Wow. This is the first time I've been in Everett since, dude, it's been like a year since I was here last. I was born and raised here. It feels intense to come back here. It's hometown. A lot of, a lot of experiences, a lot of crazy stories, a lot of feelings. Upon rolling in, I felt a little overwhelmed, but once I saw some friendly faces, I started to feel warm again, and I'm having a good time. So
That's good to hear. Yeah, it's the town's changed, but you still know some people. I feel that.
Yeah.
You know, you've played at the festival before. You played actually during its first year. What's it been like to watch this festival kind of grow over time and see where it's at today?
Wow. Yeah, it's wild. It's honestly insane to see how much it's grown, how many people come out, the size of artists that play this festival now it's insane.
Yeah.
It was funny because previous years I would roll in and just bring a handful of friends and just know, like, yo, we're all coming to the festival for free, no problem, knowing Ryan and such. But this year I had to be like, yo, is this chill?
Yeah.
Because it feels a little more, it feels like a bigger festival.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that's tight. Like, I'm stoked for everybody involved in the growth of the festival and the city. It brings a lot to the city, it seems. So,
Hell yeah. Yeah, I love to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, you've come a long way, just personally knowing you. I've known you probably 10 years now.
Yeah.
And back in the day, you were booking at Phaser House. Now you're, playing with Drug Dealer. You want to talk about just your musical journey and even talk about, like, how you ended up getting that show? Because I do think that's a really interesting thing, just a kind of small town person coming out and doing some cool shit. What's that been like?
Well, I appreciate the kind words there. I don't know. It's hard to know what to say other than I've been doing this a long time, and it's pretty much all I've ever wanted to do. I have a really black and white thought process about music. I'm like, if I'm not doing this, I'm not doing anything. So that's kind of how I've approached it since learning whatever instrument I learned at whatever age, years and years and years and years ago. And just like, applying influences, applying, all those things. I don't know, it's just like, things just kind of happen if you stick to it, and grow with your craft, grow with yourself, put all of that, put everything you have into your music. And I don't know, I think with time, you just your confidence grows, and like you're just like willing to take chances and reach out and try to do things, you know. I don't know.
Take risks.
Yeah, take risks,
Yeah.
you know. And sometimes people come through and they're like, yeah, let's do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have so much to say.
But that's great. That's great to hear kind of the perspective on how to make that happen in a sense, you know.
Yeah.
Or at least make some things happen.
Yeah, just take risks and believe in yourself.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like that's been a big part of it for me. It's just like being like, you know, like people are gonna care, people are not gonna care, people are really not gonna care sometimes, and I just need to care, and I just need to believe in myself, and I think that's just kind of what's carried me through all these years. It's just like deciding, like, you know what, like I'm the only one that knows what's going on. I'm the only one that knows you know, what I need to do. So yeah,
Totally.
I think just like believing in yourself is a big part of it, you know.
Yeah. I love to hear that. It's important to believe in yourself. If you don't, who is, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you've been talking about kind of growth and learning over the years, and I know you've been playing guitar with Hello, I'm Sorry. What's that been like, kind of taking a different role in a band, maybe playing, you know, you're learning other people's parts, maybe adding your own flair, but ultimately you're kind of fitting into somebody else's writing. What's that like for you?
That, for the longest time, was so difficult for me. There have been so many times in my life where people, friends, dear like collaborators of other sorts, like asking me if I'll like go on tour with them or play in the band, and I've always turned it down.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I've always just had this like psychotic, like I'm doing it all myself, and this is how it goes. I don't have time and energy, blah, 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 blah. But finally, in like the past couple of years, I've been taking people up on when they ask me, you know, and it's been so fun, and I think it's made me a better musician.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not focused on my bullshit. Can I cuss?
Oh, yeah. It's YouTube. You can cuss.
Okay.
You can say as much fucking shit as you want, dude.
Sick. I think it's made me a better musician, just because I'm not focused on my own bullshit, you know? I'm just like,
Totally.
focused on making the song better for my friend who wrote already a great song.
You've got that mutual respect. And,
yeah. And so playing guitar with Hello, I'm Sorry has been a huge like opportunity for growth and experience for me. I went on a tour with them last fall, and I'd never toured before, and that's something I always wondered, like, I'll eventually do this because music is what I want to do, and that's a part of it. But I had a really like neutral experience on the tour. I'm not gonna lie. I like went and was like, this is fun. I'm having the time of my life. I'm with my friends. I'm gaining this experience. I learned a lot about myself and a lot about the world in like that couple week span. But I also was just like, I don't need to do this. Like no one needs to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really interesting perspective for myself to gain from going out. Because my whole life I've just been like, I've never been to these states.
Yeah.
I need to tour eventually. It's something you need to do with music. But like you don't need to, you know?
Yeah.
It's just fun. So it's like all good, you know?
Yeah. You were just kind of gunning for it, and that's a good learning experience, honestly.
Yeah.
I hear you on that.
No one needs to do anything.
That's
do
true.
Whatever you want.
That's a good point. Yeah. And you know, I know you've been working on your new record for a minute now.
Yeah.
You know, we've heard a few snippets. What are you kind of looking at as far as like the writing and recording process? Like what has that been like, and what can, you know, my audience here expect to hear from this new record?
So the record I recorded. So the record was how can I go about this? So the record I've been sitting on, the writing, the songs for over 3 years now.
Wow.
And I've done several renditions of the record at home on like tape machines, computers, just home recording style.
Yeah.
And I've never gotten it to feel the way I heard it in my head.
Yeah.
So I've just saved up as much money as I could, booked studio time, and went in, recorded at Crackle Pop.
Cool.
In Ballard, and I just did it all myself. I did all the instrumentation with my good friend John,
Wow.
engineering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking for a way to release it right now. I've been reaching out to different people and such. If nothing comes around to like a release, like through those means, like a label or whatever, I'll probably just self-release it and just play shows. You know?
Do what you have to, especially after kind of fine-tuning it for so long. I hear you.
Yeah.
Kind of on the topic of fine-tuning, you know, I know you actually had a Crater Lakes album named Youth Do, and now seeing, you know, Youth Do Choir, you know, that was way back October 14th, 2016. Can't really listen to that album anymore. It's understandable.
Yeah.
But do you have any plans to release that old music? And also, you know, if it's Youth Do, like, has it all kind of fed into this current outfit and current writing?
Yeah, that's your attention to detail is there. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. The Youth Do thing has been like a theme for me for a long time.
Okay.
It's like, I would say there was a segue between the Crater Lakes thing, going into writing new songs, going more solo, even more solo with it, and trying to perform live and such. Yeah, I would say there's that segue there. Youth Do is just like a perfume that my grandma wore, and my grandma partially raised me.
Oh, wow.
And she was like an important figure in my life. This is something I like, I don't know if I've really ever talked to anyone.
No, that's beautiful to hear.
Yeah, that's like the whole theme with that. It's like Youth Do is this perfume my grandma wore. She partially raised me.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, just she like encouraged me to play music at a young age. So that's kind of where all of that comes in. But I don't have any plans to release any of that music again. That's kind of all been lost, to be honest, which is fine.
Yeah, we've kind of come to rest with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing the bit about your grandma's perfume. That's really. I was curious what that was, and I know it's kind of taken different spellings and different kind of interpretations. So that's cool. That's cool to find out.
Yeah, and then it's just a play on words with choir. I was like trying to figure out ways because I was obsessed with the idea of choirs, youth choirs.
Totally.
Mixing all that up. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Who, in your opinion, is the best band to kind of come out of the Everett area?
Wow. Best band to come out of the Everett area. Oh my God. That's put me on the spot. Who do we got to choose from?
Kenny Loggins, Fauna Shade.
Damn. Who's Kenny Loggins?
Kenny Loggins?
Kenny
Loggins. He's Highway to the Danger Zone.
Is he from Everett?
Yeah, he's from Everett.
I did not know that. I guess we'll go with Kenny Loggins because that's legendary status. Yeah.
There you go. All right, yeah. Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
Where would you recommend I get my supper tonight? As an Everett, native.
I would probably go to El Paraiso.
LP.
Yeah. On Colby Ave.
Yeah.
Get yourself the carne asada burrito. It tastes like Christmas.
Tastes like Christmas. That's. Yeah. I might go there tonight. And what can we really expect to see from Youth Do Choir over the next year and a half? What would you say?
I would say just more, doing more of whatever I want, just playing, recording, writing, in whatever form that comes, just doing that. Hopefully playing some more shows.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play. I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Maybe another record in the coming years. Hopefully this record will get out there.
Hopefully it'll come out somewhere.
Yeah.
I love
in
that.
the next 5 years, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, Riley.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out Youth Do Choir on socials and smash that motherfucking like and subscribe button. You've been watching MellowVision. Really, just thank you so much for your time, Riley.
It's been
great. It's been great to talk to you about some stuff.
Yeah, and good to see you.
Signing off.
Hey, MellowVision here on the streets of downtown Everett. Hey, you know, Everett's got a lot of
Entertainment opportunities. You're saying hey a lot too.
That's
Oh,
part of
that's
the
the thing,
script.
that's the thing?
part of the
Okay,
script,
okay.
yeah.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you know, Everett's got a lot of entertainment opportunities from your big box arenas to the small bars and clubs right here on Pacific Avenue.
Pacific Avenue. I would say from right here. Yeah. Tonight we're heading over to the Black Lives Gallery where we're going to be.
I'm not an actor, I'm a fucking host.
Same
You want to
thing,
do it,
dog.
Sherry?
Same thing, dog.
What is the line right now?
Small bars and clubs.
Yeah, you've got it perfectly. I know. See, if I hold my paper right here, can you see the paper?
The paper has not ever been in view.
Hey, you know, Everett's got a lot of opportunity. I know, dude. Why did I stop?
Bro, we can just double it up.
All right, we
do
got
that
this.
in
Ready?
post.
No, we're good. We're good.